Hello beautiful friends, I have been very lazy for the last month or so. I haven't posted, I apologise. You can see how hard I've been working. Actually I'm on holiday at the moment. Kelly Dad has been touring in Europe, which has been absolutely amazing. And we are blessed enough to have a bit of time off here on this boat on Lake Geneva in Switzerland, which is pretty sweet. So we're living the dream right now, and I finally have some time that's not cars and airports and train stations and gigs to actually show you some guitar playing. I've been working very hard on my own playing. I went to see Slash the other night and that was super inspiring. So I've been practicing more than ever. I hope you have been too, or maybe I can help inspire you. We have to practice more. That's what I realized from seeing how ridiculously good Slash was. But anyway, I've got a little bit of music for you. If you followed the channel for a while or seen one or two videos, you probably understand my main way of teaching, and the thing I really like to do is give you kind of like a concept or a pattern. So I'm not asking you to play note for note what I'm going to play here. I'm going to show you an idea, and then I want you to go off, pick up your guitar and make your own ideas, and then we can all branch off in different directions and we can all improve. I'll play for you quickly the kind of vibe that I'm going to show you, and then talk you through how you can do your own version. So that was it. It's a little Spanish guitar progression. First, let me show you the chords themselves. Very simple. Everything I play is simple. D minor, A minor, D minor, E major. And I might just quickly take this chance to comment. A lot of people have been writing in the comments lately stuff like, there might be like a chord progression like a D minor, and they're like, can you please write exactly note for note every single thing you play? And the answer is actually no, I can't do that. Because A, I can't be bothered, and B, you can't expect to be spoon-fed your learning. You have to develop the skill of learning stuff, whether that's from listening by ear, reading tabs, watching YouTube videos, watching concert performers, etc. So I try and explain things as well as I can, but when people ask me to like lay down every single little bit of music that I play in the comments or whatever, actually my answer is no. If you really want to learn it, it's not hard to learn. So you've got to be independent when you're learning, even if you're watching a video like this or somebody else. So I just wanted to briefly mention that without being rude, that you can't expect everything on a platter. You got to work for some of this knowledge. So D minor, A minor, D minor, and then E. And it's a very, very simple strumming concept. What I'm doing is picking the root note. So for the D minor chord, I'm picking the fourth string, which is the D string, with my thumb. And then my first finger, it's called a rake. So imagine if you just strum a string, just normal, you can use your thumb or your pick or whatever. I'm raking, so pushing a bit hard and kind of da-da-da-da. My finger's going, my first finger there is hitting each string in turn. So slowly it looks a bit weird and sounds a bit weird, but fast. You can do it with a pick as well, which I do a lot in Calidad. So 1, 2, 3, 4. As opposed to just a strum, which is hitting kind of them all at the same time, even though of course there'll be a millisecond between the lowest and the highest because the string has to travel, the pick has to travel. So we're doing that little kind of rake pattern. The A is the same, the low A string. Ring, I love that sound. You can do it closer to the bridge as well. Gets a bit swangier. And then the E, low E string. Cool. And here is where we start to improvise. That's just a suggested rhythm or rhythm I like to play. You can play whatever rhythm you want, and you can do it in different ways. So just because I'm saying to do a string, right? You might do your D minor, you might go, or you might be a more beginner player, so you might just simply literally strum the chord at this point. And that might be enough for you, and that's absolutely brilliant. So there's the first point you can go and improvise from this. Look up there, Tom and Jules are up there, my bandmates from Calais. Turn the camera out, can you see them up there walking in the car park? You can see how hard life is sometimes. There's the boys, you can't see them on the camera, the boys are up there waving, looks like they've had a nice coffee morning. Once they get back, we'll get disturbed, so let's finish this lesson real quick. Okay, on the D minor, the notes that I'm going to invite you to begin improvising with are on the top E string, 0, 1, 3, 5. That's for the D minor, 0, 1, combination you wish. Next is A minor. Also on the top E string. 0, 5, 7, 8. Back to the D minor, same notes. And to make it a bit more cohesive and not so difficult, give you a bit more limitations on the E. I've just been playing 2 notes to 0 and the first fret. So I've just shown you 3 chords that make up a 4-chord progression: D minor, A minor, D minor, E. I've given you an interesting strumming technique, though you can use any strumming technique you want. And I've given you a handful of notes, about 4 notes for the D minor. 0, 1, 3, 5. And 4 notes for the A minor. 0, 5, 7, 8. Plus 2 notes for the E. 0, 1. To create your own riffs and rhythms, I'll just quickly improvise a couple, just to show you that you can branch off. I might go. Play round and round and round and improvise with different things as you become more comfortable, or if you're more experienced, you might, for example, play the whole scale. So I've shown you part of a D minor scale. I call them fragments, little melodic fragments, which I use, but you might. So that's all the way up to the D note. I'm not going to go through that, but if you've been following my lessons for a while and if you have some experience under your belt, you'll know that from that little seed that I've given you here, this piece of music, you can branch off in so many different directions. Nothing is wrong. If it sounds good to you, it's right. If you like it, it's right. It doesn't matter what scale it is in. It doesn't matter if it's not in a scale. It doesn't matter if it's wrong, blah, 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 blah. If your guitar's out of tune and you like how it sounds, then it's in tune, isn't it? If you're happy and you're enjoying your playing and you feel like you're making some progress and you have that feeling of growth when you're playing, that's what you need to be doing, regardless of what I or anybody else says. Thank you for watching. I'm going to get back to my own practice now. I will post more. I really do feel bad when I'm not posting, but it can be surprisingly difficult to get 5 minutes of privacy on the road. Obviously today's an exception, so we're really enjoying that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing guitar, and just practice, practice, practice.